Welcome geniuses, I'm Genie, your best buddy for A-levels. In this channel, we'll bring you to explore the secret formula behind success.
Today's lesson is about past year question discussion. Let's have a look at this question. October-November 2011, 9709/33. The polynomial px is defined by ax cubed minus x squared plus 4x minus a, where the a is a constant. It's given that 2x minus 1 is a factor of the polynomial. Let's look at part 1. Find the value of a and hence factorize the polynomial. First, how to find the value of a? Have a look here. It's given that 2x minus 1 is a factor of the polynomial. When it's mentioned that 2x minus 1 is a factor, it means that x equals to half is actually a root of the polynomial. Let me write this down. When x is a root of the polynomial, it means that when we sub half into the polynomial, we should get a 0. Alright, so let's try this out. A times half cubed minus half square plus 4 times half minus a equals to 0. Let's calculate this. 1 over 8a minus 1 over 4 plus 2 minus a equals to 0. That gives us 7 over 8a equals to 7 over 4, and hence a equals to 2. That's how we find out the value of a. The next part of the question is to factorize the polynomial. Alright, so how to factorize the polynomial? Let me sub the a into the polynomial. The polynomial should be equals to 2x cubed minus x squared plus 4x minus 2. Since we know that 2x minus 1 is a factor, so we'll write down the 2x minus 1 here. And we need another 1 or 2 more factors, which we need to find out. So how are we supposed to find out these 1 or 2 more factors? Yes, we need to do long division. Or otherwise, you can use the comparison method. For me, I prefer using the long division method. Let's put in the polynomial and the divisor. The first thing that we got to do is to get rid of the 2x cubed, and therefore we need to multiply with x squared here. And hence, we will have 4x minus 2. To get rid of the 4x here, I need a positive 2. And there shouldn't be any remainder here. Now, we can conclude that the other factor is x squared plus 2. And hence, we can write our final answer in this form. Px equals to 2x minus 1 multiplied with x squared plus 2. Let's have a look at the part 2 now. For part 2, when a has the value found in the part 1, express 8x minus 13 over the polynomial in partial fractions. So for now, we will need to substitute what we have found in part 1 into the denominator here, which is what we have factorized in part 1. Come, let's do that. For part 2, the upper part remains the same, which is 8x minus 13. For the bottom part here, we need to sub in the factorized polynomial, which is 2x minus 1 and x squared plus 2. Now, do you still remember which type of partial fraction is this? type 1, 2, 3, or 4. In total, there are 4 different types. Have a look at the denominator here. For the first one, it belongs to the type 1. It's a linear factor because of the x power 1. For the second factor here is x power 2. So it's a quadratic factor that belongs to type 2. Alright, since we have 2 factors, then we can split it into 2 fractions. Where the first fraction, the denominator is 2x minus 1, and the numerator should be a constant a. For the second fraction, the denominator is x squared plus 2, and for the numerator should be bx plus c. Okay, still remember the way to find out the values of a, b, and c? Let's come do it together. The a should multiply with x squared plus 2. As for the bx plus c, should multiply with the 2x minus 1. And we are supposed to sub in the x value to find out the ABC. To be easier, we sub in the x value that makes the factor become 0. So let's say I want to make this factor 2x minus 1 becomes a 0. I should substitute x equals to half. The x equals to half should be subbed into the left-hand side and the right-hand side. When I substitute into the left-hand side, I will get a negative 9. And then you need to sub in to the right-hand side. You will get 9 over 4a. And hence, a is equals to negative 4. Let's figure out the next x value to sub in to make your calculation easier. For me, I will substitute x equals to 0. So for the left-hand side, when you sub in 0, you will get a negative 13. As for the right-hand side, when you sub in x equals 0, I will get a, which is a negative 4, times with 2, plus c times with negative 1. From here, you'll be able to figure out the c's value. It's a 5. And the third value to sub in is I will choose the easier number, which is a 1. You can choose any number that you like. Alright, for me, I choose a 1. So when I sub 1 into the left-hand side, I'll get negative 5. And when I sub 1 into the right-hand side, I will get the a is negative 4 times 3 plus b plus c. The c is a 5. And times with a 1. And hence, the b is equal to 2. From here, we can eventually find out the a is negative 4, c is 5, and the b is 2. We just need to sub into the partial fraction here. And therefore, our final answer is negative 4 over 2x minus 1 plus 2x plus 5 over x squared plus 2. Let's check at the final answer here. Negative 4, 2x plus 5. Alright, so that's how we solve this question. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.
That's all for today's video. If you're interested in more genuine sharing by other geniuses, please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to turn on the notification bell, ding dong. Also, if you're struggling with 1 or 2 past year questions and the mark scheme just doesn't seem to help, Genie has got you covered. Feel free to let us know what question it is by filling in the Google form linked in the description below. GenieUs Hub will get genius teachers to fulfill your request for the solution. Genie will see you next time. Bye-bye.